guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host Selassie Fiori. This is SF Sports. We'll be talking about sports in general, not really football as you know me from Sahara Football. Today we're going to look at the draw for the Under 20 Women's World Cup. Ghana included in this. As I said on my previous video yesterday on the main channel Sahara Football, Ghana will not take part in the first round of games, which will involve 6 countries. The 3 countries will join the 29 other countries on standby. This draw was held earlier today in Egypt to determine how the qualifying format will be, and I've explained it. The first round will not involve the other countries, just 6 countries. The second round, the other 29 countries will join in, and in the second round, the team number will be reduced to 16 out of the 32 that will take part in it. The third round, the number will reduced to 8. The fourth round, the number will reduced to 4. Before the final 5th round, we'll have just 2 representatives coming in from Africa. And as the draw was held earlier today, Ghana will be taking on either Togo and Guinea-Bissau in the second round. Those 2 teams will take part in the first round. So if Ghana should win that game, they will go on to face either Eswatini and Gabon. In that, after playing with Togo, Guinea-Bissau, they will play with Eswatini and Gabon. So when they qualify from that second round of games, they will move on to the next round of the competition. That's the 3rd round, and the 4th round, and the 5th round. We'll have a look at how the draw was held and the full draw for all African teams. Ghana's opening game will be in October. The first round will take place in September. Subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. This was the full draw for the Under 20 Women's World Cup qualifying for the African region.
5 rounds, okay? The first round will be composed of the less 6 ranked teams. So they will qualify 3 teams to the following round, who will join the other 29 teams in order to have 32 teams in this round, and then 16 in the following one, 8, 4, and then the best 2 will qualify to the World Cup. So now to determine the 6 less ranked teams, we had to go back to the previous edition to check the participation record of the 35 engaged teams. So 8 out of the 35 did not participate in the last edition. So we had to compare these 8 in the previous editions of 2020, 2018, 2016. And finally, we determined the less 6 ranked teams who will play the first round. And these teams are Chad, Equatorial Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Libya, Mauritius, and Togo. So these teams will play the first round. We will do a draw to determine every team and its opponent. So the first team drawn will play against the second team drawn, and the first team drawn will play the first leg at home, and then the second team drawn will play the second leg at home. And this procedure will be repeated 3 times to determine the 3 different fixtures of this round. The next round, the second round, we have the 3 teams who will qualify from the first round playing against the best ranked team according to the record of the previous edition also. So we know that Nigeria and Ghana qualified to the World Cup, so they will play against 2 of the teams qualified from the first round, and Ethiopia, who was eliminated in the last round of the last edition qualifiers but had the best result in this round of the eliminated teams, will play against the 3rd team from the first round. So Ethiopia will play against winner 1 and 2, Ghana will play against winner 3 and 4, Nigeria will play against winner 5 and 6. All the remaining engaged teams will start from the second round, and we will do a draw to determine the fixture of the teams. We distributed the teams into 4 different pots depending on their geographical distribution. So the third round then will have winners of the second round with the order of the matches, like winner 7 and 8 will play against 9 and 10, winner 11 and 12 will play against 13, 14, and so on till match 35, 36. As I said, we will have to play 5 rounds to qualify 2 teams to the Olympics. So the 4th round will also have the winners by number of matches, winner 39-40 versus winner 41-42 43-44 versus 45-46, and so on. And finally, the fifth round will have the last four teams. They will play against each other to qualify two teams to the Under-20 Women's World Cup 2024. So let's go back to the first round now to determine the matches of the first round. As I said, we have pot 1, which has the less ranked teams: Chad, Equatorial Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Libya, Mauritius, and Togo. So I will be assisted by Hiba Abdallah, Senior Manager of Women's Competition. So please, Hiba, let's start by taking one ball from pot 1 and set. The first team drawn will play the first leg at home. Mauritius will play the first leg at home. And just to confirm the last team, and this would be Chad. The second leg will be played in Chad. So this concludes the draw of the first round. Match 1 and 2, Equatorial Guinea versus Libya. Match 3 and 4, Togo versus Guinea-Bissau. Matches 5 and 6, Mauritius versus Chad. The dates of this round will be 1 to 3 September, the first leg, and 8 to 10 September, the second leg. Now we will proceed with the draw of the second round. As I explained before, we have the teams divided into 4 pots. Pot 1 will have the teams of WAFU A, and pot 2 will have the teams of WAFU B, pot 3 COSAFA, pot 4 SECAFA and UNIFAC. The teams of UNAF were distributed into the different pots according to their geographical condition, because we only have 3 teams from UNAF, so we had to distribute them in the other pots. The top 3 ranked teams, as I explained before, are going to play against the winners of the first round. Now that we know the teams of the first round, we will have already the matches of winner of Equatorial Guinea Libya versus Ethiopia, winner of Togo Guinea-Bissau versus Ghana, winner of Mauritius Chad versus Nigeria. And now we will start the draw of the remaining teams of the second round. We will take one ball from pot 1 and one ball from pot 2. We will mix them together in pot 5 to determine which team will play the first leg at home and the second leg at home. So we are going to mix them in pot 5, and then the first one will play the first leg at home and the second team will play the second leg at home. Okay, Heba, let's take one ball from pot 1 and one ball from pot 2. We mix them very well, and then we will draw them together. Morocco was eliminated from the 4th round of the previous edition. 4th round of the qualifiers of the previous edition, and they will play against Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso was eliminated from the 2nd round of the previous edition. So match 7 and 8 will be between Morocco and Burkina Faso. Matches 9 and 10. We take one ball from here, one ball from there. We mix them very well together. The next fixture, Guinea. Guinea, eliminated from the 3rd round of the previous edition qualifiers, will play against Burundi. Burundi was eliminated from the 3rd round of the last qualifiers, and they are playing against South Africa, who was also eliminated from the 3rd round in the previous qualifiers. As I explained before, the last 2 balls will play against each other. No need to put them in pot 5. We will just draw them, and the team drawn first will play the first leg at home. Last one, Heba, I hope you are not too tired. Tanzania, eliminated from the 4th round of the previous qualifiers. They were also very close to qualify to play the last round, but they were eliminated in the 4th round. And this time they are competing in the first round against Djibouti. and the first leg will be played in Tanzania and the second leg in Djibouti. So this concludes the draw of the second round. As you can see, the matches in front of you: Morocco versus Burkina Faso, Guinea versus Niger, Mali versus Algeria, Equatorial Guinea, Libya. The winner will play against Ethiopia, and so on. This round will be played first leg from 6 to 8 October, second leg from 13 to 15 October of this year. And in the third round, the winners of these rounds will play against each other by order of matches, as explained before. So Morocco versus Burkina, the winner will play against winner of Guinea, Niger. Winner of Mali, Algeria will play against winner Equatorial Guinea, Libya versus Ethiopia. Winner of Senegal, Benin versus winner Mozambique, Uganda. Winner Eswatini, Gabon versus winner Togo, Guinea Bissau, Ghana. Winner Congo, Namibia versus winner Egypt, Sao Tome. Winner Cameroon, Botswana versus winner Kenya, Angola. Winner Zambia, DR Congo versus winner Burundi, South Africa. Winner Tanzania, Djibouti versus winner Mauritius, Chad versus Nigeria. This round will be played 10 to 12 November, first leg, 17 to 19 November, second leg. The fourth and fifth round will have the teams who will win from the previous round. So we will have 8 teams qualified to the fourth round playing against each other by order of matches, 39-40 versus 41-42, and so on. The team mentioned first, or the match mentioned first, will play the first leg at home. The fourth round will be played from 12 to 14 January 2024, and second leg 19 to 21 January 2024. And finally, the fifth round and the last round will have the 4 last teams playing against each other, and the 2 winners will qualify to the Under-20 Women World Cup. This round, the fifth round and last round, will be played from 8 to 10 March and 15 to 17 March 2024.